Let's make a simple tostada. First, you start with 2 cups of cornmeal. Not traditional, but I'm putting 2 tablespoons of flour. Gonna hit it with a little salt. About 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And now we're gonna add warm water till we get what we need. Now about 3/4 to a cup of warm water later and a bunch of kneading. It's about there. Now we're gonna sit it to the side and we let it rest for about 20 minutes. My boy was supposed to take some chicken thighs out, but took out drumsticks. But we're gonna try to cut this meat off anyway. Alright, so how we making this work? We pulling the skin off. And what I'm doing, I'm getting into feeling for the bone. Diving up in there. And then just cutting down through the meat. I feel like I am being a little wasteful and leaving some meat on the bone, but that's what I gotta do. Since my son don't know how to pull the right meat out the freezer.
They don't know that. I'll drop the phone.
And as you see, once I get the meat loose from all sides, bring it down on his back and just cutting it off. Pile my bones over here and just waiting until I need to make some stock. Now, our skillet's heated up. We're gonna take those chunks of leg meat over in here and we'll see how it goes. My first time actually deboning drumsticks and trying to cook the meat. And then we're gonna come back over here and we're gonna make some little strips with these skins. Put some fried skins on top of these tostadas. Are you paying attention?
Yes, sir.
So we're just gonna lay it out and just cut it into some little ribbons. With my knife wanna work right away. Just ribbons like that. Now we'll chop up half a yellow, half a red onion. Alright, let's make a little prisoner swap right here. US government style. We're gonna take this chicken that's about 80% of the way done out of here. Just a little oil. And now we just swap that chicken out and we're going in with some red and yellow onions. We're gonna let this cook while we chop this chicken up with some black onions, about a half a can. Whole can, I ain't got nothing else to do with the black beans. Alright, give me a second. Now to our bean mixture, we're gonna add little sprigs of rosemary, some fresh chopped parsley, and a little bit of that AP seasoning. Now back over here, we'll chop this leg meat up like it's a little sharp of hard. About 3 minutes later, beans out. A little more oil back in. Finish the other 20% of that meat. Gonna hit that meat about 2-3 tablespoons of that AP seasoning. I'm sorry, the taco seasoning, not AP seasoning. Now about a cup of water. A little more of that taco seasoning to filter out that water flavor. Heat off, but leave it over the heat so it can marinate, I guess. Then you get to the final step and realize you use self-rising cornmeal. But I'm gonna show you how I got here anyway. Alright, so I'm just forming balls and I got my tortilla press. Parchment paper on either side. Close it down. Gonna press it out. Open, peel this all off. And this would stay flat, but because I got self-rising cornmeal, it's gonna puff up. And all it's gonna take is about a good 10 seconds or so. You see it puffing up like that. I had to switch my oil out and let it re-warm up so it wouldn't puff up so quick. So I might be able to keep it flat. Oh, it's gonna stay flat for me. Oh. And I just gotta hope that it's done cooking inside. We'll come back. At first, when my skillet was half full, it was puffing up all the way. But now they only put like a half an inch in there. is keeping it from puffing up too much. So hey, I learned something today. Unless it's just a fluke. Now that everything else is done, we're gonna take these pieces of skin and fry them up. Now we get our skins out and we're gonna let them drain. Now that they drain, we're gonna hit them with that AP seasoning while it's still hot and a little greasy, and just give them a little shake. Now for that ransom eat O's created thing, the assembly line. Get out supposed to be flat, but a little puffy tostada. Gonna go down with some sour cream and just spread that out. Our bean and onion mixture on next. Then we go over with some meat and cheese. Mozzarella's all I got today. And we're just gonna top it off with a little parsley for garnish and around this plate, just to be a little fancy. And there you have your pollo tostada. Oh, my bad. I forgot. Gotta get those at pollo chicharrones over top as well. Y'all enjoy that. Little known fact, a lot of your favorite snacks were made by accident, just like my puffy tostadas. So let's get in there. Puffy and delicious. Y'all enjoy those.